Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting
one's
life.
on yet. So.
We're swapped to the tablet because for some strange reason my phone is not picking up a signal. And
The internet guys just left too.
we're like close up because this is a totally different device.
Yeah, it's as far back as I can go.
Okay. Let's hope that this works now. Oops. Wrong button. Alright. Anyways, just bear with me for 2 seconds, please. Okay. YouTube.
It's okay, I can read comments from the other tablet, can't I?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess I don't need to really wait because when you come on, you come on. So what I'm doing here, hi, I'm Tiffany, welcome to my quilting life. If you're new to my channel, take your chances to subscribe. I am making a patchwork bag for my client. This is where everything was left. And I'm just going to get to work.
And it worked earlier.
I have no idea what's going on, but you guys just can hang out with me while I do this. It's all hooked together, but I need to make the bottom section now. So like this goes here, like that. And now I need to put this bottom together. I'm using 2.5-inch squares. I have the hiccups because I just ate. 2.5-inch squares, patchwork bag. There's 104 squares all together. They're 8 across by 5 down, and then this is 4 across 2 down for this section. And I'm just going to chain piece it all together, like I've been doing this whole time. And hopefully people will find the video because I had to go and come back.
Well, since you had 3 people on, Kay's on, she says hi.
Hello. Alright, which way is the last one is right? So this is going to go left and this is going to go right. So I'm just finger pressing for now, attaching all these pieces. This will be the bottom of the bag. Because I don't like having to cut out the boxed bag part after the fact, after sewing everything together. So I'd rather just sew it together with the boxing part already cut out for me.
Hi, Kay.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. So the internet people came. They put in a new line from the pole to the house, from the actual whatever, but they
And now we can't go live from our phone. We have to use the tablet.
They think that the problem is at the start of the line, where all the houses and everything come together. So more times they'll have to come out and fix everything. Alright, now to sew, actually I'll just sew these together because that was right there on it. I'm going to sew these 2 together, and then I'm going to sew all those rows together, and then I just realized that this piece is on backwards. The front looks like the back, but definitely you can tell that it's backwards. Interesting. It's one of those days already today. I try to get things done, trying to go live, trying to get the internet fixed. And what happens? I sew things on backwards. Okay, that is right sides together now. And since it's not for me and it's for somebody that's purchasing a bag, obviously it needs to be sewn correctly. So, how is everybody? Hopefully good. Okay. So I'm just nesting my seams.
What is this? Did this thing turn off?
Probably. Yeah, it's one of those days. One of those days. It's okay though. Technically, the only reason why I go live, besides to hang out with you guys, is this is also the way I record videos, so I don't have to go back and edit them. So, it's just me documenting the things that I'm doing. He's got headphones on. He said you actually have to go in there and he's listening to music.
DJ, you like it? Hey.
this is together, doing good. Sewing a block together, good. Okay, so that is all together. Now let's sew this all together. And then I have to do it all over again because I'm gotta make the back side of the bag. But once this is made, I can make sure that the sides, when they're gonna match together, don't have the same pieces in the same spots. So, and I'll show you what I mean by that when I get to it. So right now I'm just nesting the seams, which are already next to each other because everything is connected. It's all 1/4 inch seams, so it's all lining up perfectly, which helps. Hi, Gwen. Alright, so there's 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and finger press these. For now, until it gets to the next part of ironing. Hi Shirley, hi Pepsi Girl. Catch you live, it's 9:07 p.m. so I guess I'll go to bed and watch. Hugs. Hi my spiritual wings from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome. Hi Laura, hi Kathleen. So I'm just on part 2, which is technically still the beginning of making a patchwork bag and getting work done. But I had to come in 2 parts because the internet people came during my first stream. And they like cut the line pretty quick too. If I would have kept going just a little bit, like sewing more stuff, it would have disconnected anyway. Because they cut the line pretty quick when they got here. Started running all the new cable lines everywhere.
And nothing still works.
Is this working?
Huh? Tablet's not connecting to the internet, no.
This?
This is, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay, well then that's all that matters.
Well, I'm saying for me, nothing else is working. This is the only thing that's working.
Yeah.
Well, you can keep reading.
Okay. So everything was hooked together, web pieced together, so it goes together pretty quick if it's all hooked together. Makes it easy, you don't lose where you set up your pieces, you don't gotta stop and take pictures to make sure you're laying things out the correct direction. So we switched internet for those that are curious.
It looks like you got a lot of new people on here today.
They had to replace new lines and stuff to our house, but it doesn't mean we're getting the internet that we're paying for. So we still have other things that need to be gone through and done and all that.
They put in another work report. Someone's supposed to come in another 3 days to work on it. This is what we've been hearing for months now. Last time they told us that they put in a work report, nothing happened. There was no work report put in. It was whatever. Nothing happened. Nobody did anything. So we're stuck with what we got.
We don't live in an area that's a big city, so since we're rural suburban, we don't have all the amenities of like big cities and good internet like most YouTubers, so which kind of sucks in a way, but
We're not that rural. We got more people than Kingman.
I know, but we're separated. That's what I meant by rural. It's only one highway in, one highway out. We only have more people because we're a retirement town and we're on the lake.
It's not that.
This doesn't seem like it's a tall enough bag.
Do you need to add some more pieces?
No.
It seemed huge until you started sewing them together. Huh. Once you
Yep.
sew them together, it seems kind of small.
Yep. So now I'm adding my bottom piece.
What do you guys think? Is the video quality pretty good? Because we're on the tablet again today since our phone won't work.
It's working to watch the comments.
Yeah, but it wouldn't work to go live. Then the other tablet won't connect to the internet.
Alright, so side one done. Now to lay out all the pieces for the other side in hopes that nothing lands in the same spot as a previous piece. So
Okay, says looks good. So yeah, as long as they're still looking good.
I'm just going to start laying these out.
I wish we could zoom out a little.
Yeah,
You could see more of the blocks. They can't see the blocks from
you
making.
have to tip it down every time, so you're definitely going to have to be a cameraman. Unfortunately.
It's okay. This is probably why you're getting thumbs down all of a sudden too.
Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six,
Hi Diane.
7, 8.
Diane says it's a bit blurry, but not bad.
Unfortunately, I cannot control anything right now since nothing is going as planned. We plan to get good internet. What do we get? Crap. We plan to do this. What do we get? Crap. Can I say it 500 times? I probably could. Alright, so that side ends with a green. That's not the same.
Kathleen says
None
it's
of
not as
these.
clear as on your phone, but
Yeah.
it's clearer than with the old service. Yeah, so the earlier video was on our phone. Was that one clearer?
Yeah, probably. I can't do nothing about it now. We're already live streaming. So.
I know. My spiritual wing says it's all good from my end. Hi Diane. Laura says the
You
video
guys
is
can
good quality.
change. You can change your video
Did you get that to
quality
work?
if you need to as well by hitting those 3 dots.
I'm using this. It's working okay. I just like that one bigger.
How long this is gonna work for though?
All right.
Just give
Hey,
it
did you want your phone
time.
back?
I stay on airplane mode, turn delete back on, whatnot, then just let it sit for a moment.
I won't touch nothing.
Well, no, just let it sit. If it disconnects, just let it sit for a moment. See if that.
I'm making sure that none of the pieces. I'm looking over at this and making
I don't
sure
understand any of this
that
stuff.
none of the pieces are in the same spots. And I'm also going to start switching things around. Purple up there.
Hi Heather.
Those two are not the same. Those are not the same. Those are not the same. Good, good, good. Kind of seems like I did a better job this time. Only have to lay it out once. Look at that.
Well, it's okay, Kathleen. I'm the one who's asking because I'm just curious which device is clearer, her phone or the
Yeah.
tablet.
It's my phone. My phone is definitely clear.
Oh, I
clearer than
understand
the
that.
tablet. The phone is a brand new device.
I understand. It's just
One of these days,
when
you
your
know,
phone doesn't work, we have to resort to the tablet.
it's kind of hard. Okay, so this makes no sense. You can turn it facing me unless you can see me. Oh,
You
you
can
can.
still see
Okay.
you. You can still
What
see
makes
you.
no sense is my YouTube channel cannot grow without better videos. Can't have better videos unless my YouTube channel grows to make the money to afford the new camera and all the computery stuff and everything to have a really good channel, you know? So,
Okay,
and I
but
meant
that's
videos for my channel. My content is good. It's the videos. I can't fix that. So I started making enough money with the subscribers I have with you guys watching my videos
Yeah.
and making
says
enough
it's a
money to
catch-22.
pay a little bit for the ads. You know, you guys are helping pay for the channel, so it's paying for half of our internet right now with the amount I'm making. So it's like, it's a big catch-22, you know? I don't know, the people that choose to be YouTubers to start, maybe they have the money to go out and buy camera this and that and all the fancy computer equipment, wireless microphones and whatever makes a good channel really good, you know?
Hey, Tiff, stop.
I don't have that.
You're just putting a band-aid on a broken bone. Until we get good internet, there's no point in buying new stuff.
Yeah.
We have 2 internet companies. The old one wasn't good, and the new one we've
It's
had for months
still not
now.
good.
They've been here 4 times. They put another work order in to come out again, and yes, it's still not.
It's just, you
What
get
if-
what you get with me.
When it works, the
unfortunately.
video is much clearer than with the old internet. It's just the fact of getting it to work.
So,
Well, according to the guys, this is the brand new one. It's the newest one the company has.
all right.
Well,
So for those that are just joining, I'm
That's all
sewing
I'm
2.5
saying.
inch squares together. I'm web piecing them if you've never seen this done before. So I'm keeping everything hooked together.
As long as we use theirs, they come out for free. I'm not paying for them to come out.
Yep.
Remember I said this at the
On
beginning?
credit, yeah.
Using theirs until everything works.
So if we bought on credit, we'd have no way to pay it all off. Because I already told you guys my other financial problem with Social Security. So I can go out and kill myself and with a actual daily job, which would
I
just
agree.
medically make me worse.
Well, Brenda says it's clear there. Thank you, Brenda.
And go back to the old internet, and you should be able to connect to all your devices. All right. Yep.
I agree with you, Gwen. I wanted to go back to the old internet in the first week, but Tiff likes this one because you guys get clear videos when it does work. It's just the fact of getting it to work.
Every time.
I think we're going to be stuck with what we have now. I don't think they're going to be able to make it any better. I'm just going to complain and have them change our price, if they will. That's what I'm going to complain to them about next.
On another note, these little patchwork bags are super adorable. No matter how I make them.
Yes, let's get back to talking about quilting. I think they're all tired of hearing us complain about internet. Everybody complains about internet. It's a common thing around the world.
Yeah. I'm finger pressing right now, right to left, right to right, left, right, left. Just because it's easier that way.
Is there anything I can help you do yet?
Not yet.
Can I iron this thing?
Yeah, you can iron that.
Oh,
one.
well,
Iron.
I've got my shirt on. Let's get me work.
Iron from the top, please, first, and then go on to the back side. That way no folds or pleats happen.
You want to iron this side first?
Yeah. Just put the iron against it and push all those up so that you get no folds.
Yeah, so iron upwards.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. I can do that.
Anyway, so how is everybody's day today? Who is sewing? What is everybody doing?
Kim says, sorry I'm late.
It's fine.
Yeah, you didn't miss much, Kim.
Plus, I just talked to you, so it's okay.
Hi, Emily.
Hello. So I'm on the reverse side of the bag now. I laid it out to make sure that none of the colors are going to come together. I mean, it's okay if it does, but I'm being a little bit picky on where everything lands when the two parts of the bag come together.
Yes, Pepsi Girl, we kind of do the same thing. We don't have any special TV. We just have internet and we watch, you know.
Yeah.
We have a Roku TV and then, yeah, we just watch free TV there. Hi, Nita.
Hello.
See, Tiffy, I hold it down and then push forward, just like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want, right?
I'm like, seriously, I ate. My belly is now like saying, "You're seriously full, Tiffy. You should be laying down." But I gotta get. I'm seriously getting. I feel like I'm getting behind. Like it's horrible. I don't
Okay.
like to feel like I'm not getting all the jobs done that I'm supposed to.
The front.
Yeah.
Do you want me to iron the back?
This is the back.
No, I meant.
Oh,
backside of the
yeah, to make sure all the seams are going the way I made them lay.
Let's see, Laura's working on a bunch of projects, but right now she's laying down because she can't sit up in a chair all day without being in pain. Sorry to hear that, Laura. Kathleen is working on a color theory for the quilt pattern. Becca and Steph, since we're making, using what fabric I have. Here's a process. Nita was lurking before, but have to leave for work soon.
Okay.
She says have a great time with the bag. Really like the patchwork.
I'm definitely trying here.
Jim says your bag notifications aren't working. Imagine that. And Kim says I really love those colors, Tiffany.
Yep, I opened up all my 2.5-inch bins. And I didn't randomly select. I actually started selecting all the colors. I pull a color and then I pulled a color that went with it. And then I took another color from that same spin and put the next color that matched in there as well. And then I drew a color off of that and put it with the next one. So all the colors should blend perfectly together. There's that all webbed piece together for now. Let's make this bottom section. You know, I love that I keep my bins with my little OCD storage of fabric, you know, because I have the squares are already cut for me. I didn't have to sit and pre-cut all this because I cut it when I can't sleep, you know. Let's make sure that piece is correct first, because that one's hard to tell which side is the right side and which side's the wrong side.
I'm gonna get this back as much as I can.
Thank you, Nita, for the reminder.
No. Slacking.
Oh, it's fine. I still like to be able to see the comments, but reading the comments myself slows me down. When Scott reads them to me, I don't have to pause what I'm doing to read them, which is a good thing. Alright, so while these are here, I'm just going to put these right sides together, sew them together.
Trying to do is to get this sucker plugged in case the battery runs.
Well, you could always scoot it that way more and just turn the angle.
That's what I'm trying to do in the midst of
This one's going to go upward.
everything. Yep, I need like 2 inches.
Alright, now for the big section, so everything's together. I don't have to worry and fuss about where all my pieces are or if they're in order or not, because everything is together.
Jim says, I have seen several of you jumping around YouTube. Yep, sorry Jim, we've been trying to get this to work. We've been having many internet issues. We talked about it earlier in the video, and I don't think everyone wants to hear it all again, but
That's fine.
we're still here though.
I still gotta work, so either way, it'll, you know,
I see that.
be here. Me, I will be here.
Kim says it's going to be a neat looking bag. I figure I watch enough of these, I may be able to do one myself.
Yeah, well, there's, let's just say, what, I don't know, at least 40 bag videos on my page now.
The bags are popular. People like them. There's nothing wrong with that. They like watching you do them.
It's not the bag you're here for, it's me.
Laura says, I love bags.
We will get back to quilts soon, though.
Yep.
Trust, it's gonna happen.
Yep, we were gonna go to Joann's today to get fabric, but we had to wait on the internet guy. So maybe tomorrow, but Tiff has a quilt coming.
Which way? I'm going downward with these ones.
Laura says yes, and you too, Tiffany. She's the one who said I love bags, and she says yes, and you too. Kay says she's made 3 and they're fun.
Yes, they
Good
are.
job, Kay. Oh, Jim was talking about people that are here on other channels throughout the
yeah.
day. Okay.
I know Angela Walters, I think, is on right now. Is the other one that's on. I catch them when I can, but like I said, I can't bow down to everyone else's YouTube channel either when I need to get things done myself.
Brenda says
At
I
least
was...
the big channels, the really huge channels. The
Yeah.
small channels that I love and watch all the time and am faithful to, those ones we try not to collide on live at the same time. Stuff makes it easier because we have the same crowd.
Brenda says yes, I'm learning different size of squares. Tim
what?
says I get so many compliments on my Tiffy bag.
Yeah.
Brenda says yes, I'm learning different size of squares.
And one more, and then I can sew the bottom on and hand it to Scott, and then we can cut out the, because all this is just free piecing, like all the interfacing, I don't know what size to cut it yet because I didn't know how big these were actually going to be. I kind of did a little bit of math, but not enough to be able to tell you guys in advance, so technically this front and the back of the bag will be the template for the lining of the bag.
Brenda says I'm trying to clean off my sewing table. Hi DB. DB says hi again. She had a heck of a time connecting to the new live stream.
Is that the way I had it, or is that the way I had it? Oh, it's this way.
Hi Brenda.
Alright, so this is going to go
We got
down
two
here
Brendas
on
on
this
here.
bottom. And so this little section here, make sure you're not lining it up at the beginning. So when you're attaching these, you have to center it. So it comes in 2 pieces. So this sits in the middle of that. Because it's 8 across, and then this bottom is 4.
Hi Jeannie.
Oops. Oh, yeah.
Hello Rowena.
Hello,
Rowena just
everybody
got off
joining.
work. Still working from home, but too busy to log on.
Okay, and then this one is also going to face down. Alright, so now you can press this. All these ones, look, these seams are all going down.
Okay.
So this one gets pushed up this way.
Okay. So this one I'm ironing upside down.
Yep, and we're
And
going to use
this
this as a template. And I'm going to come over here now, and we're going to...
Diane says everyone says it's a professional in the way it's made and just the cutest bag they've ever seen in a long time. That's awesome, Diane.
Yes. Now I'm going to cut, like I said, I'm just cutting to size with everything that I make today. So I'm going to cut my interfacing. Oh, this is going to be a wide bottom bag. This is going to be kind of funny. Maybe I should go one more tier up. Kind of thinking about it, you know, because this is how tall it's going to be. Like that. And the bottom is going to be like super wide. Oh well, I'm making it anyway. Screw it. We'll see. The whole point of people buying these kind of bags is because they want something different and creative. So, it's definitely different and creative. I can't use that with this hand, so let's go switch to a different ruler, or a different cutter. Okay, there's one. And yes, I'm cutting
Okay.
this without the ruler.
DBS, what type of interfacing do you use?
This is the Pellon, hold on 2 seconds. For this is the Pellon 911F. Alright, there's one. Okay, blue is the side up. Glue that on. Let's cut out number 2. Just lining it up. All the way to the end on that one. With all that. And cut this side down. This can be used for the straps. And then cut these.
Hey Heather, hold on a second. Let me finish ironing here
What does she want?
to see the end of the alarm thing so they can read. I could have done it, honey. You can finish doing what you're
Can you
doing.
read that?
Not on this screen. Hold on, let me see. Here, you finish doing what you're doing. I'll hold it up here for him. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it too clearly. Yeah, they're saying not really. Sorry guys, I can't make it any clearer.
It's just fusible 911 FFW1 featherweight interfacing.
Trying to get it as close as I can. As long as you guys can make it out. Was this one all the way stuck? I'm not sure if I finished it because I don't remember.
It's fine.
You sure?
Yep.
You sure?
Oh, never mind.
See, I told you I wasn't sure if I finished it. I don't remember where I was at on it. I think I finished it, but I'm not sure. It's not clear, but they can make it out, so that's good.
Okay. Done with that temporarily. And while I'm waiting, this is going to be inside the front pocket. So I'm going to cut a, it's not going to be a very deep pocket because the front of the bag is kind of on the small side.
Should we write the name of it on the piece of paper? Or here, type it. I'll tell them what
Yeah,
it's called.
just type it.
Here, what is it called?
Pellon.
P-E-L-L-O-N.
Uh-huh. Fusible.
This is why I like the thing with the tape.
There, just read it from there. I need this. Okay, make that nice and straight, and we're going to come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. We'll do 9 inches. That way I have some sewing room. And let's finally switch back to this cutter. So I'm going to make a front pocket that's going to get hooked to the bag. And that is probably going to be too deep, but we'll see in a minute. This is going to be a zipper pocket for the front of the bag.
Oops. Okay, well, now they see it twice. Thank you, Emily. You hooked me up and I didn't even notice it.
Alright, so this is going to be for the pocket that goes on the front of the bag. And this is also for the pocket on the front of the bag, but I do need to cut out some foam. And the foam is, I can't tell you because I can't see it. It's Pellon Craft and Home Decor Interfacing Stabilizer. It's F78 F1 Flex Foam, one-sided fusible. And we just get the whole entire roll of it.
Pretty much, yes.
Is this other one done?
Yes. I can hand it to you. Just ask me.
I think we're gonna have to move my iron area
Why? Just let me help you instead of trying to come over here and do it.
in my way.
Maybe if you stay in your area.
I'm gonna cut it about an inch short.
Tracy says, good thing Emily is here.
Yes.
Jeannie asks, what's the difference between the 911FF and the 987F?
A little bit thicker, probably. Okay, so I'm gonna cut 2 of these, that size.
Warren says, wow, you must make a bunch of bags.
Yes. It's like my most popular thing is to have bags. Everybody wants the bags. It goes faster, it's quicker for me to make than to make a whole entire quilt, and quilts are more expensive than bags.
They sell better. The bags sell better. Yeah. We still have many, many, many quilts. Hi, Sunita. Emily says, because they are pretty cool.
Yep.
If Emily, your bag's supposed to be there tomorrow. Or no, Saturday, sorry. Saturday. Hopefully it'll be there tomorrow. Maybe it'll come early.
Okay. So I'm also going to use this as the template to line it up so I have about a ½ inch or almost a ½ inch. Right there. Stick it up off the top, sticking off on the bottom. And I'm going to cut this away now about a ½ inch shorter than right here. I'm going to cut it right there. Both pieces at the same time.
Heather says she's thinking about making a bag that my daughter will have a hard time getting into. Tired of her stealing my hand sanitizer. There's one.
Alright, and this can just be used on another bag.
Okay, here's the other one.
Alright, so now center it. Good. Room for my zipper at the top. That's why I'm doing it like I am. And then room for the sides of the seams. Now I need to cut out the bottom. How big is that?
Hi, Cecile.
2, 3.
She asks, what
And
type of bag are you
half.
making? Is it just a tote?
Patchwork bag with handles, zipper closure on the top, and yeah. Quarters, come on, get right there, right there. So I'm kind of just like measuring as I go. As soon as this one's done, though, it'll make it easier to do the next. 1, 2, 3.
Molly said she heard a woman saying that they're going to start charging 8 cents a bag at grocery stores where she lives. So now everyone is wanting
It's
her
like
to
that.
make shopping bags
Yeah.
instead of masks.
I heard that they did it in Washington.
California's done it
In
long ago.
California. does
Yeah,
it too,
Walmart's
yeah.
in California charge you for bags, yeah.
Alright, so this one is now the template for this one. Makes it so much easier. This bag's probably not going to turn out anything like my last one. That's okay. They are all different, unique, one-of-a-kind bags. I'm probably not being safe about this. Make sure when you do stuff like this that you're being safe about it, but I'm used to what I do, so.
Tip is quick.
Alright. So now, I have this one, and all I do is center this on here. So see, I have ½ inch all the way around. Oops. Now I'm going to have Scotty iron this on. So I have a seam allowance all the way around.
Oh goodness, Brenda says they charge 10 cents a bag there.
just like that. Keep it. Don't let it move because I need it to be perfect.
Gotcha.
And then this
I will put a
one,
hand on it.
glue side down because this is fusible. Just glue side down. It's just foam, and I think I need to cut a little bit right here. Just ever so slightly on this side.
Cecile says they have to use their own bags in Manitoba. Yeah, Sinead says in California they charge 10 cents a bag.
That's just ridiculous.
Well, your mom knows.
Yeah.
She's told us. Keeping one hand on the whole thing the whole time, you know.
Should be plenty good right here.
Calm down. I'll make sure it's good for you. I don't want you to.
Alright. As soon as that's ready, then I'm going to quilt it, then add the zipper pocket on the front. I know it seems weird, but I'm going to...
You quilted first before the pocket? Is that what seems weird?
On this bag, yes. Okay, should be on there. Good, thank you.
We'll check it. Make sure.
It's on there.
I don't want you.
So now I'm going to
unhappy.
quilt it because the foam is on here. And when I go to put the pocket in, I'm going to cut right through the foam in the front. Okay? So let's get to some quilting. Because last time I was moving the pocket all out of the way, and I don't feel like doing that this time. I feel like I need to make things easier on myself. We're going to switch to a walking foot as well. I mean, I can quilt with... No, yeah, let's do it without it. No, let's do it with it.
Teresa says, Laura is telling Teresa
No.
that she finds the videos so calming. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to do it without the walking foot. I have decided. So I'm going to just stitch on each side of the seams. Opposite way. I'm literally leaving the thread hooked this whole entire time. Go through and snip after the fact. It's not very hard to quilt over the foam. If you want to use batting in your bags, you can. I like the bags to stand up on their own when I'm making them, so that's why I make them with the foam.
Very pretty. Teresa says thank you. She says you keep calm.
She what?
Laura was complimenting her.
Oh.
She said that her videos are very calming.
Yeah. Mine are always obnoxiously loud. That's because I sew too fast.
But we all love you. Don't be upset there.
I'm upset. I know I'm loud. I have a lot going on usually. 90% of the time I'm all over the place too. Doing this and doing that. ADD. Actually, I'm going to stitch. Oops. Due to the fact that I know that there's going to be a seam here, I want quilting right there. Now I'm going to start going the opposite direction.
Rowena asked, do you have a pattern for this bag?
Nope, this is a make it up as I go bag. That's why I'm telling you what I did. They're 2.5-inch squares. They're 8 across by 5 down with 4 across by 2 down for the bottom lip part, and then you make 2 sides. There's 104 squares here.
Yeah, the video is the pattern, right?
What?
So Teresa's telling them the video is the pattern,
The
right?
video is the pattern every
Yep.
time.
Kay says she used foam in one bag and fusible fleece in another, and they were close.
Really?
Yeah. Hi, Zilla.
I almost bought fusible fleece too at the quilt store.
Good bag. Laura says you're a great teacher, Tiffany. You just have a different style. I learn a lot from all of you gals.
Good. My style is quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I have no idea how to be slow.
Kay says the fleece was a little easier to work with.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we should buy some for you sometime and you can try one with it. That's up to you. Ted?
Yeah.
It'd be a different video. You know?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello, hello. And like I said, I know that there's going to be a seam down here, so I'm going to do a stitch right here too. So the whole entire thing is now quilted. Scott can hold it up and
Yes.
show you. I'm going to
Applied very well.
quilt the other one now. Actually, let me snip these real quick so that they're not pulling.
Emily says, I just got some Decaville to see how it works, but it is expensive.
I only use the Decaville in the vinyl bags.
I was going to bring it up here, but that's way too big. I probably just shove it back here. That's right. I'm like super zoomed in.
I'm just going to start and stop on this one. Pedal is sliding.
Are we doing the rivets in this or not?
Yes, this is going to get rivets.
Okay. Kim says, looks good. Emily says it looks awesome as per usual.
And all the colors really go good together. It's pretty crazy. And you would have never known that none of this actually goes together. None of this is the same line. This is all from my cut up scraps into 2.5-inch squares. And by the way, I also, yesterday I bought those bobbin buddies, or bobbin genie, or bobbin whatever.
Are they in your drawer?
Now I need to remember again.
Hi, Brenda.
I bought the Magic Bobbin Genies yesterday. They're size L. I totally didn't even pay attention to the size L, so I have one in the Juki right now. These won't fit on my long arm because that's an M, so.
Nancy says it looks great. Kay says, I love the way the quilting looks.
as you can see, using cream thread. Goes great with all these colors. So it doesn't look bad at all. It's just like making a scrap quilt, you know. Whatever you're using, everything needs to blend together in the end. Alright, now to stitch the opposite way.
Diane says, love the bag already.
I just thought about it while I was right here. I know that there's going to be a zipper at this top, but I still want another stitch right here. Did I run out of thread? No, I did not.
You did good. I was just gonna show them the little fairies. The little fairies right in the corner there.
Where did the fairy land? Oh, good.
It's kind of in the corner. You can still see him though. He's good. He's a cute little feller.
This thing does not stay.
Okay.
Scott's reading anyway, so I really don't need this on.
Yeah, you can turn that off if you want. Brenda asks, if you make a grocery bag, can you use the foam in the bag, and can you wash the bag?
Yes, it's 100% washable. Give me 2 seconds reading a text from my daughter.
Do you need me to get my phone?
No.
Kay says canvas works great for grocery bag. Heather says I use denim for my hubby's old jeans, so that isn't an issue for me.
Okay. Sorry about that. What happened?
Heather said I use denim from my hubby's old jeans, so that isn't an issue for me.
Ah.
And Kay says canvas works great for grocery bag.
Yes. This will be quite a thick little bag and nicely quilted. All right. So when these two sides come together, so here would be the front or back, and here would be the front or back. If you look at the two sides, so if this was to combine, none of those match. And then if you were to have these two sides, none of those match, right? And then if the bottom was to have hooked together, none of those match. And on the sides, nothing matches and nothing matches. So it all is different. Now to choose where to put the front zipper pocket. I think I like want it right through there. So this will be for the front zipper pocket, and it's the perfect size. Look at that. So it fit perfectly. It's a long piece that is, we're going to make sure so I can tell you, 16 inches by 9 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it on here. What?
Heather says my hubby better be glad I left him any holy jeans after the last call. I still need to finish those grocery bags.
So I'm going to center this up so when it goes through, it's right sides together right now. When the pocket is brought up, it should not run and hang on the bottom of the bag. So if this was the bottom of the bag, that pocket should not be dragging on the bottom of the bag. And it also should not stick up with the zipper, but you're not putting your zipper down in that. The zipper, this is just going to be the latch part where it connects. So for now, I'm going to pin this in place. I actually just do all this by eye now, most of the bag building, just like this is going to be the template when I make the lining for the bag. So everything is just kind of just making it up as I go. So I'm going to put pins in there, and now we're going to draw a zipper, a rectangle for the zipper, which I want to not have in a seam. I want it to be, I don't know, not in a seam. No, that's kind of, hold on. We're going to have it come out right. It's going to be on the top of the bag. Let's see where that ends up if the pocket goes right here. Still not in the bottom. That's good. So we're going to lift that up, repin it. And I have it centered. You can stick pins through the foam because obviously you just stitched through foam, so pins should go through it. Okay, I'm going to draw my half-inch line. Oops. And the foam is just going to make this a little bit thicker to push through, but it should be nice. Should lay nice. And come this far to this far. That should be big enough. I'm going to come and draw a line a half an inch from that. I'm also going to make sure that it's nice and straight because it kind of doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, but probably is.
Kay says the next bag, she thinks she's going to put a slip pocket in the front of the inside zipper.
That would be neat. I've done that before. Alright, so now I'm going to sew on my rectangle here. I'm going to change my stitch length just a little bit smaller, just a little bit, not much. And here we go, everything is center, it's not on a seam, I'm hoping it comes out straight, and it should. Everything's good, everything's great. So, I sewed that right sides together to the front of the bag. Now what I need to do is make a slit in it, which is going to be a little bit harder because we are going through foam too now. So, I'm just going to push a little bit on the harder side. I'm not slitting it all the way, I'm just slitting it most of the way. Then I take my little skinny scissors and I come up to about a half an inch away from the edge, make a snip, come into the corner, snip it all the way to the corner but not through the thread, just to the thread, not through the thread.
Am I going to be ironing anymore?
Yeah, I'm gonna iron right now.
Oh. It's turning itself off, so. Put me in the iron point.
You can if you want. So it should look like this. It should be a hole. You should have two little things right here, little triangles. And now we're just going to push all this through that hole, like this. And I know there's foam here, but just watch. It should lay nicely. So we're just going to fold that up. And when I get to the iron, it should be a nice rectangle. And if you want to
See you
cut
later,
away this
Diane.
excess foam, you can. Like, you can really take just the foam only. Just cut some of it away. Just barely, you know? Like, I'm just going to do it just because I told you guys about it. So if you want to do it, you can. Just remember that it is glued down to your interfacing. But you want to get rid of some of the bulk, this is all you do. So I'm just sliding my scissors between the foam and the first woven interfacing that I put on there. Right up to this little corner. So I literally took off a slit. And then you can repeat the process on this other side. Just the foam only. So I can put one of these pockets on both sides of the bag if I wanted, but I'm only doing it on one side for this bag. But you can do on both sides. So it's either this way, or I could have put it on the pocket on first and then quilted and moving my pocket out of the way if I wanted to, but I didn't. And then I'm going to cut away the foam right here on this little triangle so that lays nice, because I'm doing all the cutaways, even though I don't have to. You shouldn't have to. But you can.
Well, you're just teaching them how if they want to.
Yep. So now,
That makes sense.
when it folds, just make sure that this seam, I'm just going to do this real quick because I want to make sure that that seam comes out correct.
Okay.
Pulling on it. So now what you should have is a piece that looks like this with a hole. It's like a mail slot. And on the back side, it's nice and flat. And if you look carefully, this fold on that seam should lay to where you see the front and the back coming directly in the center, all the way around. That way, my lining isn't sticking out towards the front, or sometimes it does, but it doesn't matter because it's the fabrics go together. But it's a nice hole. So now, where'd my zipper go? I'm putting a zipper that matches that color anyway. Just going to make sure how long I want it. Okay. I'm going to sew this end real quickly like. And I'm just using colored zippers for this. You can use zipper by the yard or whatever you want when you make your own. I'm just using colored zipper because that's what I have.
You were getting mad at that zipper by the yard the other day.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a break.
Now, just in this beginning section, I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape. If I open the correct drawer down here under me. All my bag making supplies are literally underneath me. Alright, double-sided tape. I can get it off. We're just going to put a little bit on. It doesn't need to be the whole way, just along the edge of the zipper. I'm literally putting it at the edge of the zipper. So if your zipper is 1 inch, you should have your zipper double-sided stuff like that on the edges. I actually have a little fun idea to do with this too. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that that double-sided tape is down good because it doesn't like to stick very well. It's probably just the brand. Cue it up. And then carefully, I want my zipper on my right-hand side because I want the zippers always to come out from the right, most of them, unless otherwise specified by the person that is getting said bag. But I always automatically assume everyone's right-handed. There's only a few people I know that are left-handed, including one of my children. Alright, so the zipper is now hooked to it. You can see there's a lot of excess. I actually don't even need that excess now. We're just going to get rid of some of it now. The rest of it I'll get rid of once it's sewn. So now I'm just going to stitch around the outside, making sure that nothing is folded underneath. I'm going to change my stitch length again, back to my quilting stitch length. Back stitch and go all the way around. I'm going to move the head of the zipper or I'm not. I can just leave it right there. Screw it. Just stitch really close next to it. Now I can move it. Making sure that the underside of my bag, you need to make sure that that's not folding under. Take away my start stitch. Alright, so now it's on there, but I always, because I think it looks really nice, I always stitch around it a second time.
Thank you, Jim, for the reminder. You reminded everyone, good thumbs up.
So I'm just stitching 1/8 of an inch away from that previous stitch. I just do that because it extra holds that zipper where I want it. And it's not going to move. Plus it decoratively looks great. It is super windy outside here, by the way, guys. Right to where I started. So, and I don't know about you guys, but I like the look of that double stitch all the way around.
So do I.
And at the same time, it holds, if the zipper is 1 inch, you won't have no flaps to grab because the zipper is held down really nicely. And then I had this like really cool idea. So let me accomplish my really cool idea here real quick by snipping all this off first. And before I sew this pocket together, right before I sew it together, I had an idea.
Lord
I'm going to
says
put
love it.
a rivet at each end. No? What do you think? I like that idea. Just to see what it looks like.
Again, is the zipper?
Maybe not, because it's not center. Definitely not center. Do you see that? Oh well. Never
It's
mind.
up to you. I don't think it would look good.
I'm going to fold the pocket up.
I'm not the first person.
And sew it together. Screw it. I'm not going to do it. I
So
thought it would look cool, but the zipper's not really as center as I would have hoped it to turn out.
Zella says, just had a
Next
visit
time
from
I
my
will.
grandson. I'm lucky he lives next door and helps me a lot. That's good,
Aw,
Zella.
that's good.
DB says it looks really nice. Very professional.
I don't know why I like that whole double stitch thing, but around the zipper, besides for aesthetic purposes, I mean, it holds it down. I don't know why I started doing it. I just started doing it, and it's now my thing. A
Kay
double
says
stitch.
yes. I'm not sure if she's talking about the rivet or something else.
Alright, last side of the bag to seal. Or the pocket, I mean, for the front of the bag.
Hi Lisa. Lisa says, hey, you're back. The tube keeps not notifying me until a replay has posted. Grr
Alright,
to the
so-
tube.
Now,
The tube.
kind of hard to do. I have a bucket. I was going to say I have a bucket.
Okay.
I
You
have
got
a
a bucket.
pocket. There's a pocket. See? Look at that. And the cool part is there's no seam along the bottom of this, right? So, and I've known this because I've had purses, and Scott's mom just brought me one too to fix. If there's a seam here at this bottom part, they rip easier. With no seams, so far I have not ever purchased a purse that didn't have a seam, but I make all my bags with most of the pockets have no seam in the bottom of them. So there's no chances of ripping. So it looks really nice. Goes great with the bag. It may not be perfectly center, but oh well. It's not like I do everything perfect. Alright, now to make lining. So we're going to cut the lining from these. So, and I can tell you right now, this turned out with the 2.5 inch squares, 8 across by 5 down, 6, 7 down technically. It turned out 16 inches. Most of my purses are 15 inches. So this is just 1 extra inch by, sorry, I got an eyelash or something in my eye, by 10 inches tall, and my other
You need to go
bags
in the mirror?
are 7.5 inches tall. So actually this is a little bit taller. It won't be. That's CJ being weird.
Yeah.
Alright. I have a zipper for a zipper pocket on the inside, which is also, again, going to get this. So I'm going to come over 9 inches, because the inside of the zipper pocket's going to have this as well. Just going to line it up on, line it up this way, I don't mind. And this is just left over from the bottom of the quilt fabric. That's what I love about being able to just use scraps, because I can
Zella says nice
Use-
size.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Right here. And I don't need the ruler to go all the way across to know that my line, because this is just the inside of the pocket anyway, is straight across. So this is going to be the inside of the lining pocket. Then I'm also going to have a lining zip or a slip pocket. So the slip pocket will be this as well, because it's going to sit on top of this, and this fabric goes great with that fabric. Like, blends perfectly. So I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to come over.
Jim removed the notifications and then added them back, so let's see if that helps. A lot of people haven't been getting the notifications, you know?
9. We're also going to come over 9 inches for the slip pocket, except its height is going to be a different height. Enough to do another bag. Oh, I still have to cut straps anyway from this, that's right. So before I do the lining, I got to do
You
straps.
just doing the handle straps?
Yeah, handle straps is what she
And this
wanted.
one?
So first, let me cut out some lining. Let's make sure it's even enough. I'm gonna do 2 matching pieces. Press this real quick as it's folded. This is a Moda fabric here that we're using on the.
I could have done that.
I know, I just.
Nancy says YouTube has been crazy all day.
It's called A
Open up
Morris
video, but can't
Tapestry
chat.
by Barbara Brackman for Moda. It's really pretty. Great for the inside of a bag. So now I'm just going to use this as the template and cut out the lining, just like that. 2 pieces, it's folded in half. So they're going to be cut at the same exact time. I got to use this one because it's taller. top. And then you still have to cut straps. Cut across the bottom real quick. And cut out. I'll fix that in a second. And do that.
Well, Jim says they're getting a lot of people using free trials for the Super Bowl.
Using what?
Free trials for the Super Bowl.
Sorry, I'm trying to cut without cutting too far in. They're bad. So here's my 2 lining pieces. Just like that. And then I'll have a slip pocket for a pin and slip and one for a zipper, which I'll do after I do the handles. Just cut this off to start. Actually, it's going to go 1 slip, 1 zip. Now for handles, because Scott can iron that while I make the pockets.
Yes, I can.
I'm just going to line this up. How many inches is that? We need it to be. And we'll just cut 2 4-inch strips off of here. Fold it onto itself and cut 2 4-inch strips, and then I'll make the handles to size. Just lining this up. Alright, 4 inches. Typical straps or handles, I always cut 4 inches because it finishes as an inch. Alright, don't need any more of that fabric. Now, these are way too long, as you can see. What I'm going to do, so we're going to make them like 20, usually I do 23 or 22 inches, but I don't know how tall this bag is going to end up, so we're going to cut it at 23 inches.
Sounds good.
Actually, we'll cut it at 24 inches. That would be even better, because I don't know how tall it's going to be. Seems like it's going to be taller than a Tiffy bag, so. And these are going to be the sewn on directly straps. So all we're going to be doing is folding each side in, because they're being sewn on directly, like this, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, but make sure that they're both matched. When you fold in the sides, then fold in half, open it up, fold it in the center to the center, and then fold it in completely half. Scott, you know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
You might want to iron them first.
Yes.
Then fold in the ends.
Yes.
Make sure they're even on both. And then fold in half, and half, and half, and then I'll cut this into your 2-inch inserts.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the interfacing for inside of there, which is 2-inch. It goes inside of the handles. So here's one 2-inch strip, and here's another 2-inch strip. Look at that, bam, just like that, done. Now I can work on the pockets. One is a zipper and one is not. So this one will be the zipper. There, and this one will be the slip, which I'm going to shorten just a little because that's kind of tall for a slip pocket. About right there. Okay, that's good. I'm making it up as I go, like always. Yeah.
Hi, Vicky. Vicky
So it
says
turns out it is 9 wide by 11 1/4 long, which is fine because it's going to get sewn together to make a pocket. And we're also going to put my name tag above it as well. So I'm just going to, oops, I got to press this first inward like this. I'm going to have Scott press this too. Or I'll press it while I wait for him.
I can press it.
No, that's right.
I'm just making your little
I gotta sew this, so I need to press it now.
fold down.
I'll be in the screen in just a second. Okay.
They put the box in the kitchen, Vicky.
Yep. Alright, so I folded the ends in so that I can fold this right sides together. And I am going to sew a 1/4 inch seam. This is how I make the slip pocket with pin pocket. I just line these up, sew a 1/4 inch. And make sure that that stays folded down when I sew the 1/4 inch. There we go. So all I have to do now is pull it right sides together, or right sides out, and then have Scott press this right here. So where the seam is along the bottom, can you give this a good press real quick?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to work on my name tag real quick.
You want this back right away, right? We're
Yes.
doing this first, right? Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, I'm just going to eyeball this.
Oh, is that the inside? I like that brown.
I'm going to stitch it first along the fold.
I don't like this whole red
So I did a
stuff, but
stitch
like that
across
brown.
the top along the folded side, not the sewn side. The sewn side goes to the bottom of the bag because it's underneath and you can't see it. I'm actually just going to line this up along the crease that's in the fabric. That's like the perfect height. Just like that. I'm going to put a pin in it to hold it down. I'm going to draw my little pin insert area, which is 1.5 inches over from the edge. And just draw a line. It's going to be red on red, but whatever. Should work. Oh yeah, I can see it. I'm going to stitch from the right all the way down, across the bottom, up my stitch, where I'm going to have my pocket for my pin, back down it, over across the bottom, and back up the side. And I'm always going to back tack at the tops. And I'm just stitching about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, and I'll show you in the camera when I am done. I stitch right up to that line, up, back stitch to my stitching line, 1 stitch over, literally just 1 stitch, back down, and back up to the top, and then I back stitch.
Tiffany?
Yeah?
I thought you said you cut these for me.
Huh? Oh, you just need to trim them to size.
Oh.
Sorry, I just
I thought
cut.
you said you cut them.
No, I cut them out. I just didn't trim them to size.
Mm.
So
Okay.
here,
Gotcha.
I gotta put my name tag on still, but for now I'm just gonna trim away all these little threads so that you can see the pocket. So here's a slip pocket, and then pin pocket. That's my thing with every bag because I am a woman who has a pen in my purse and I'm always losing it in the bottom. So ever since I started making these bags, the Tiffy bags, and anything that's alike, I always add the pin pocket because I am so tired of losing pins in my purse. Alright, so now I'm going to just put my name tag on this real quick. Right above it. I'm going to
Yes,
center
Tiffy
it.
always has a pen.
Center it and then I stitch it on now. Instead of stitching it into folds and seams, I actually stitch it directly onto the lining now. That way, if someone tries to remove it, they ruin the inside of the bag.
Okay.
So you can't remove it and put your own and say you did it.
They can watch your video and make one for themselves,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
There you go. Oh, the rough side down?
Well,
Rough side down?
yeah, that's how you glue it, yes. Alright,
It
so
is
my
on there.
tag is on there, just like that, so clean. The stitching is very clean all the way, even on the back side, like, it seriously looks so professional. Alright, let's do the inside of this pocket now, and then the zipper for this is a peach zipper, only because it looks like it blends with both of these, like, it really does. Alright, again, I'm not going to do any measurements, I'm just going to eyeball everything. So I'm going to lay it about right there. As long as when it's folded up, it's not dragging on the bottom of the bag, and it's not. So what I'm going to do is open this up, put some pins, hold it in place. Got another pin to hold this up so I'm not accidentally sewing it. It's right sides together. So I have the right side of the down. I'm going to draw my line. Again, I'm just going to eyeball center this. And then come a ½ inch down from that. Draw the other side of the line. Now I'm going to stitch on my drawn lines and make a rectangle. Did you just say something?
For myself.
Oh. It's kind of weird. It feels like my winging it bags where I just wing it go faster than the ones that I have made my own little pattern for. It's kind of funny. Oops. Every time I leave it open and then I forget, and then every time I go to use it, I close it. Okay, so I cut down that center, but I did not go all the way to the end. I just, most of the way, see, most of the way. I still have quite a bit of ways to go. I just, seems easier to do it in advance. Right up to my stitching, but not the stitching. And it helps to have these little snips, like seriously, because it comes right up to the stitching. So again, I'm going to push this to the back side, the whole entire thing. And you should have that right side, wrong side out, I guess, if you're looking at it, and this right side up. So wrong sides together now. And again, just need to press this where the seam ends up, literally in the center between the front and the back of this piece. And I'm just doing it by finger right now because Scott's still using the iron, so.
Do you want to use it?
Okay, I'll just give you a second. I'm just doing it by finger. Works the same either way.
You can use it.
Okay.
I'm not stopping you. Takes me a second to put all this junk in here anyway. What? No, I didn't see it. What'd you do? You okay?
Oh, just ironed over it and it wrinkled, and it pushed a wrinkle into it.
That sucks. I've had that happen many times. I know the...
So I have a nice pressed piece that looks like this. my seam is literally in the center, so if I look at it like this, if I'm looking at this, I should not see the pocket fabric at all, and I don't. Just like you should not see the front fabric, and I don't. So it landed perfectly in the center for this one. All right, same procedure with the zipper. I'm gonna seal it first, because it always wants to open when I get to the end, and I don't like an open zipper.
No open zippers around here. We don't want an open zipper.
Lay this nice and flat. Grab some sticky stuff. Put it only on the edge of the zipper. Just a little bit. Don't need to be the whole way. Because I use big zippers and cut them all down. I know that's probably just a waste, but zipper by the yard is like my enemy, so it's really hard to use it. But I would prefer it because it's thicker. I get more.
Yeah, zipper by the yard doesn't agree with you, huh?
Yeah, but it's better because it's a wider zipper and it completes the top of the bag better than this zipper does. Well, for me at least, it feels better. But I use what I got. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that I'm holding this whole entire thing. And lay it right over this. Ooh, yeah, that blends perfect. That's like the perfect color zipper.
Perfection.
Literally matches great. That's the cool thing about colored zippers, though. You can totally match them. Alright, so now it's glued. Now it's hanging there, but we're going to make sure that it's nice. And we're going to sew it.
It's glued on. Is that what you were trying to say there?
Yes. And we're going to start right here. Go all the way around. My zipper came from the right, by the way, just in case you were curious, because I didn't say that this time. I try to make sure they always come from the right.
Okay. Two of those.
Start stitch.
Want a piece of candy? Put your candy over here?
No, no, no.
Okay. You want juice?
Oh yeah, I put it back in the fridge because I left it in here earlier.
So do you want a juice?
So I stitched all the way around it once.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And there is a lip on the zipper, so
Mhm.
obviously I'm gonna stitch around it a second time. And then I'll cut the excess away. It's just aesthetically pleasing. Alright. Cut excess zipper. Cut excess zipper. And look at that. It blends nicely. Very nicely. Like, perfect color.
Did you juice, Brenda? I'm going to put it over here, okay?
Now I'm going to fold this up. And make sure all these threads are out of my way. And I'm going to fold that out of the way and stitch the pocket together. Or not. Let's see what's going on here. Somebody's blowing my phone up.
Why? What's the matter?
I'll read it later.
Oh, okay. You're soon done. You are on a roll. Hi, Kathy. Kathy says,
Now-
hi, guys. I'm late to the party.
Fold the sides so I can
Oh.
stitch down the sides.
Vicky's reminding you to open your zipper.
No, that's for the when I go to put the bag together.
Oh, okay. Oh, there was no answer. You should have your bobbin holders.
Yep.
Your cases. Yep, he's putting something in there. Yep, there it is. Look at that.
Alright, so now I have a wonderful sealed pocket. And when I open this up, it's the pretty color. So it's lots of matchy-matchy.
Matchy.
Alright, so those are done. Now let's sew these straps. And so that they don't bow, we are going to switch to the walking foot. Because they will bow, and I don't like that.
You want a bigger screwdriver head?
Nope.
Okay, you sure?
Yep.
Alright. We got plenty of screwdrivers out there. Kim says, awesome, looks great.
These are going to be directly hooked onto the bag handles, as well as they'll get a rivet.
What color rivet are we going to use?
Actually, I'm going to use the more copper color
Awesome, good.
because it blends more with all these colors.
We'll use silver for everything. I want to use something different, finally.
Alright, so now I'm just going to seal these shut. There. Oh, Mr. Scotty.
Yes. What?
I pressed it wrong again.
What did I do?
I'm not supposed to see that. They're supposed to be equal.
Yeah, well, I did what I could.
It's okay. I'll just make it. I will fold it as I go. And then you'll have to repress it before I put it on the bag.
Do you know how hard it is? Folding it this way.
What happened here?
Oh, I figured you could just sew that in. Make that cut. No? I figured you just sew it down, because I ironed it down.
Yep, making it work.
Let's get the sewed, right?
Yep.
If you want, I'll do it over again. What?
Out of bobbin.
Oh. If you want, I'll do it over again.
I got a roll of bobbin, guys.
Rolls of bobbin. Lori says, LOL, Scott, my husband will never work with me.
Alright, while I'm doing this,
Are you going to use the bigger ones or the littler ones that don't know yet?
the bigger ones because we're going through a bunch more layers and stuff.
No, I'm talking the head size, not the length.
Yeah, the bigger one head size.
Okay. How many? 2 or 4? 4? Okay.
Come on, get them. There we go. So I had to take a bobbin winding break.
You see, you have the super long ones. You don't need that one, do you?
No, that's too long. Alright. I'm going to cut this thread off. start up above a little bit. I don't want it to look too, I ran out of thread-ish because there's already a stitch line. Alright, now I'm just going to zoom down this side. And right off the edge. That one's done. Now to do this one. Something wrong with the internet?
No, I was gonna try and plug this in because I have no clue how long you've been on or anything. How long it's gonna last.
Alright.
You've been on an hour and 42 minutes.
I'm almost done.
Well, it doesn't show battery on here, so I don't know. So I'm gonna plug it in. I don't know how to get it to show battery.
Scroll the top of the screen down.
I'm not gonna mess with it while you're on live.
Okay. Now switch this foot back out.
Do you want me to do that?
No.
Okay.
It'd be helpful if I lifted the darn thing. Okay. What?
Laura says, my Paul told me to forget it, ever getting him to work with me sewing. I said, that's fine, dear. I don't think I would have the patience for it.
Alright, so. Is that a good thing? Let's grab this
Big old bundle.
and this and this. Okay, so we only need one strap at a time. Since these are pieced pieces, since
She
they're
says, but we both love fishing. That's good.
since these I'm picking some loose threads. So I'm gonna take my straps and I want them facing upward as long as they're facing the same direction, like literally. I am actually going to stick them, because I know this is the side of the bag right here. I'm going to stick the strap right next to the side of the bag, and
Hold on.
I'm going to come down right into this square.
You have the rim on that. Oh,
What are you
never mind.
talking about?
Never mind. It's on the inside. Never mind. I see how you're doing it. You want this on the inside. It's lit,
It
right?
doesn't matter if it's on the inside or the outside. See, now it's on the outside. Now it's
Oh.
on the inside.
Okay, never
Doesn't
mind.
matter.
Never mind.
Because this is completely and utterly all squares, I literally can line this up in the corner of the stitching here and in the corner of the stitching there. And it will, I don't even need to do anything. I just need to line it up in that, this corner right there, and this corner right there. Just like that. And I think that's kind of high, but let's see, fold it down, about an inch down. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so I'm not even going to pin anything, I'm just going to make sure it stays where it needs to stay. I'm going to sew it on.
Get her done.
Directly on that stitch line right there. Thread down right there. Now I'm just gonna go back and forth a bazillion times, holding it down. Right here, stitch up a little bit. Get rid of my starter stitch first. Stitch up about an inch. And all I'm going to do is stitch backwards.
Oh, here's a fishing tail. Lisa says, I love to fish. The Hubs and I have contests. I usually let him win. Now, is that a fishing tall tail, or is that the truth? Because everybody has those fishing tails, that, you know, the 5-10 pound fish that got away.
Alright, I'm going to grab the other side now, making sure
Hi,
it stays
Paula.
straight.
Paula says, hi, everyone, cute project.
I'm going to line it up and do the same exact thing that I just did. Okay, turn it going upwards, stitch up about an inch. Right there, and I stitch around it a zillion times, but this time I'm not doing a crisscross because I am stitching, this one is going to get sealed with a rivet instead of doing a crisscross. Although the rivet looks cool in between the crisscross as well.
It does, sure. You can do it however you want.
And last side. Okay, now to do the other one. Again, I'm just lining this up with what's already there. It makes it so much easier. These little sewing lines from quilting it help. Start stitch.
Lisa said she caught a big bass and it got off my line. Within 5 minutes and the Hubs caught the same fish with my lure. Still in its mouth, not a tail. That's a good one there.
That's crazy. It means the fish was just like stalking you. It was like, okay, fine, catch me.
At least you got your lure back too. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to line this one up.
Oh, see you later, Kay. Kay says it's time for dinner, but she loves the bag.
Okay. See you, Kay. And this is the last of it. Alright, so the only thing that the attaching the handle did when it comes to the pocket is at the top of the pocket it stitched the seam allowance down, so now the top of the pocket won't fold down, see? Which is good.
That's a good thing.
Alright, now to add rivets before I do anything else. So I'm just going to put them right in the center.
I'm gonna do that. Hey,
Got it, I got it.
my job. Kim says you didn't take me fishing much. You may have caught more, but I caught bigger. He took the girl.
I used to go fishing in Lake Arrowhead when I was a teenager.
You wouldn't go with me and the kids. I took the kids.
I don't like
My job.
fishing. I got it. I want to do it. myself today.
Don't let me help it anyway.
You get to iron.
Yeah, but that's no fun, and I'm already done. This is fun.
Alright, let's push these little guys through. Ooh, yes, this is the perfect color for this bag.
I think it looks good.
Yes. Yeah, using these are like the better look for this bag instead of silver. Some bags just tell you what they want on them.
Teresa wants to know if I have a hobby of my own. Just wondering.
No, he does not.
My hobby is attacking Tiffy.
Okay, they don't need to know that.
Oh, Tiffy.
Alright, I'm going to be using the hammer, so it's going to get loud. Just know. Perfect. You show them what that looks like. That looks freaking bad. Bad. ASS can't say that well. Bad.
That's so close in. You can just show it back here. I can see it all.
They can see the rivet itself.
Yeah. It's so close up.
Okay.
It's
Put that
so
away.
close up.
Oh, it looks so cool. I love it. I love it. Yes. Okay. So now, handles.
Rivet kit.
We're going to start with the front of the bag, which is the part with the zipper. And we are going to grab the lining piece that has the slip pocket. And that's going to go with it. And now we need an outer zipper. Oh, I must have not thought about the outer zipper.
Whoopsie.
I didn't choose an outer zipper? What? Well, I got a peach, a tan, how about a dark blue? Perfect. Alright, again, I'm going to sew this shut. Oh, I need zipper tabs too.
Those aren't hard though.
Nope. I didn't even think about it. We're going to make them in this color because there's this nice piece right here. We're going to do it 2 inches.
Sounds good.
Just need 1 2-inch by whatever this is piece. We're going to split that in half because it's just the zipper tabs.
Hi, June.
Hello.
June says hi.
And now, these zipper tabs are going to be like exactly the right size. Can you press these real quick?
Yeah.
You dimmed the little lights. That's why I go with the extension cord. Something's wrong with that plug. That's why I don't plug nothing in there.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do then?
Thank you. Use the extension cord.
Yeah, guess where that's at?
Where?
Huh? Your tablet's plugged into it so you can make a video.
Well, that plug behind there doesn't work. That's why it's all
Oh, well, that I can
Covered.
replace.
something's wrong with it. I'll just do this without ironing.
I thought I couldn't put 2 in here.
You can't.
Oh, okay, then. Where's another plug?
Over there.
Hi, Linda. Linda says
Don't even
hi.
worry about it. I'm just finger pressing. Alright, we're going to see the exact measurement of this bag because I'm finger pressing. So I need an exact zipper size. Literally. Alright, let's put this zipper tab on first.
I could plug it into there and use your little iron port thing.
No, can't. There's too many plugged into that one.
No, it's not. We normally have two
Alright.
more in there.
I always do a double stitch. I'm going to push this right up to it. We're going to make sure one more time when I put the other one on here.
Hey, you sure you don't want me to iron it? Your little board thingy? Okay.
Exactly right size. Right there.
We normally have your phone charger and the tablet charger plugged in there, so we normally have two more now. Ready?
No, Thumper.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I can iron it. I can do it.
Nope, it doesn't need to be ironed.
Okay.
Alright. This should be exactly the right size now. Woo, look at that. It's perfect.
Hi,
Now I'm just
Katrina.
going to trim this the size of the zipper. My tabs are a little on the short side, but I'll still be able to poke them out. So that's all that matters, is being able to poke it out.
Well, Katrina says irons are not supposed to be plugged into an extension cord.
Well, I have
For
to
my
in
dad,
this
who is an
room.
electrician.
I have to in this room because we have an electrical problem in this room. On one of the plugs, it doesn't like irons. It dims the whole lights and sometimes it blows the fuse. So we need to switch it out to a new one. That's what all the fun things about being a homeowner. Technically, that we're not renters or anything, so nobody can just come and fix it for us. We have to do it ourselves. And well, we're not electricians, so it means we have to go turn off the fuses and blah 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 and fix everything on our own. Alright, so I'm going to pin this on here now. Come on. Clip it on here if I can clip without having an issue. So I have the zipper coming out to the right. Remember, zipper to the right. The zipper is coming from the right side. It is right sides together with this. I'm going to clip it on here. Using lots of clips. These are my binder clips, or whatever you guys want to call them. And then I'm going to take the lining that has the slip pocket. I always put the slip pocket lining on the front side that has the zipper pocket. That way when I flip it out the other way, that there's not two zipper pockets on the same wall of the bag.
Hi,
So I'm going to
Becky.
put that right sides together.
Hi, my spiritual wings. Becky says, hope you are doing better.
Yeah, a little. My stomach's doing its thing right now. It's fine. I'm working through it. I will be laying down as soon as I am done here because I've pushed my limit today, I think, already. But I have to get my jobs done. I can't keep procrastinating them just because I don't feel good. And I've always worked when I don't feel good either way, so I'm just going to continue on the tradition of working when I feel like caca. So now I'm going to sew this along the zipper. I am not using a zipper foot. I'm just sewing a 1/4 inch or ish seam is what I call it. 1/4-ish inch seam. It's pretty much a scant 1/4 inch along the zipper. I'm coming up to the zipper, so I need to move it out of the way. Continue on down. Okay. And then, since I'm not ironing because of the tablet needing to be plugged in dilemma, we're just going to pull this down with our hands and top stitch.
I can iron it. Just
Nope.
the little
It's fine.
head thingy.
Nope.
I told you. And I can change your plug out. We have them in the garage, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. It's fine. Alright, so it's on there. It's flipped back. Now I'm going to stitch about a 1/2 inch away from this edge all the way across the whole entire thing. And then stopping about a 1/2 inch from the other edge. And I'm also going to change it to a stitch length of 3 millimeters. I'm also pulling on this as I go. Tugging on the lining, I mean. Making sure it doesn't flip upward because we don't want that whatsoever. That would really suck. So there we have it, stitched about 1/2 inch from each edge. So it's nice and tacked down here. It's tacked down across this top. It looks really cool. I love it. Now I'm going to take and lay this right side up. We're going to take and fold the strap down and put the back of the bag right side down on top of that. I'm going to clip it.
No, I don't have any friends that are electricians, Linda, but I can change a plug out.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
done it to both of our bathrooms.
Yeah, we had to do it in our bathrooms.
Yes,
The
our
last
house
time.
is a little old. It has a lot of
Flipping it
issues.
over to where I can see what I just clipped, and then I'm going to grab my lining that has the zipper pocket now and right side together that one, lining up the top, and then just take the pins out and put them back in, or the clips, I mean, same difference. And if you feel like I'm confusing you in this video, you can always refer to other bag videos. I'm just getting to that mode where my body is wanting to take a dump. Not literally bathroom break, like my body's so
Yeah, I was
tired.
gonna say that sounded funny.
My body's so tired it wants to pass out.
Yeah, I'm tired too. I was up at 4.
No, my body though, like faint tired.
I'm
I want to finish this. Alright, I'm going to move my zipper out of the way, and I'm going to stitch my scanty 1/4 inch seam. I'm trying not to make this a horrible bag, so I'm still doing all I can to make it correct. Alright, now let's put that zipper where it's supposed to be. Keep sewing down.
She says everything in the UK only comes with a 2-meter cord.
What?
She says everything in the UK only comes with a 2-meter cord.
Alright, now I'm going to open both those up, let it fall, move my straps out of the way on the front, like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and top stitch this one now. So I'm going to start by finger pressing it completely out of the way. I'm also making sure that I pull any loose threads and snip those. I definitely don't like having loose threads in my seams. Come to the top side. Got a loose thread just right here hanging out. Alright, and I'm going to do that same exact thing. Slide this under and stitch a 1/2 inch in and then an 1/8 of an inch away from that edge, and I'm also going to yank on my lining so that it keeps it up and out of the way. The lining is on the same side. I'm just stitching that same stitch across. Starts about a 1/2 inch in.
Lisa says, haha, Tiff, that we knew what you meant. I'm pretty sure most of us giggled.
Yeah. I really am. My body feels horrible right now. So horrible that I just... I'm sorry, when I mess up, when I start feeling like poop, everything gets messed up. Let me tell you. I gotta pick some stitches out real quick. I don't like it if they get messed up because then I'm unsatisfied with the project. And I don't like to sell things or have clients purchase something that I've made specifically for them if it's messed up at all in any way. So instead I get to play with the trusty old seam ripper.
And them ladies at the quilt shop the other day were picking just yesterday. It happens to the best of us.
That's the cat playing on a bag, by the way, if you guys hear that funny sound.
Oh, he is after these bags.
It's because they make a crunchy sound.
She likes to notch up against them and everything. I'm wondering, does she have animals?
Yes, she's a dog.
Maybe that's what it is too.
Well, I could always put it outside.
No, it's okay. I'm sure we could turn the camera over here and your fans would love to have cat time. Because like we said the other day, everybody watches cat videos.
Yeah.
He'd probably get more fans in a week than you and I could ever get in a year.
Yeah. All right. Stitches are ripped out. Okay, let's make sure it's correct this time.
Lisa says to take a break. An hour of rest renews everything.
No, that's fine. I'll be good. I'm almost done. I'm literally at the end, so it's no point in stopping and finishing another day, you know.
Then can we lay down and rest together?
I'm just gonna take my time. Maybe.
I can make onion rings.
What'd you say?
I can make onion rings. No?
I didn't hear anything you just said because of the machine. Both times you said it.
Sorry, I can make onion rings then.
Oh.
If you want?
No, I don't want no onions.
Oh, because I'm hungry.
Not. I feel like not.
Well, I'm hungry.
All right. Now that that's done, opening this up. Oh, let's snip away my starts and stops right here. All right.
Katrina asks, do you have a
Unzip.
shop?
Me? No.
Do you have an Etsy shop?
Oh, I have an Etsy shop, but I have nothing listed in it. We have to take good photos of everything.
Yes, we wanted to do that last week and the week before, but it actually rained here.
Yeah,
So
we were
we
gonna
haven't-
go outside and take the photos because it's prettier. The photos come out clearer outside, no matter even if I have daylight bulbs in the house or not. For some strange reason, none of the things I make photograph in the house. Outside though, absolutely beautiful photos when I'm outside. So because it was raining all the last couple weeks, I can't take any of my projects outside to take pictures. All right, so I'm gonna unzip it pretty much to here.
Lisa says, strong like bull.
I'm gonna put these right sides together, and now I'm just going to start pinning it all together. So I'm gonna fold my little side down in towards the lining here. Why did I put all those away if I was gonna take them all right back out?
Do you want me to help you pin?
All right, starting with right here and right here. I always fold my zipper tab towards the lining. And then I put me some snips down, clips down here. Why I say what I say, I can't say it. Got all sorts of clips. This is going to be a wide bottom bag. It's going to have a wide bottom, fit a lot of junk in it. Alright, so I'm also, because this is pieced squares, I am going to be putting my clips when I line up the seams. Because remember, I'm still trying to line up seams perfectly too at the same time. So I'm going to line up the seam, put a clip. Line up a seam, put a clip. That way, everything meets up when I get to it. And it doesn't matter because I originally pressed all the seams one way, the other, one way, the other. It doesn't matter now because there's interfacing holding all the seams down anyway. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure that my seams match up. They are pressed opposite, so at least the bulk of them will be spread equally. So many seams.
Can I help?
It seems there are so many seams.
Can I help? Okay.
Nope. I'm good. Come over to this side. Remember, my zipper is undone as well. For anybody that's curious, these are called binder clips.
Jim says moose and squirrel.
Alright. Now I'm just going to stitch all the way around the whole thing.
Jim says sounds
Except for the area where the pooling hole area is. The hole that I leave at the bottom of the lining to pull the bag through.
Yes, don't stitch that up. And remember to leave your zipper open.
My zipper is open.
Okay. Vicky reminded you that earlier.
It's going to be a really wide bottom bag. Like super wide bottom. So my lining is being stitched at 5/8 and the outside of my bag will be stitched at a 1/2 inch.
Uh-oh, Teresa. Teresa says she doesn't have any sound.
Uh-oh.
Does everyone else have sound?
Hopefully everybody has sound.
No one's saying anything.
Well, if they didn't have sound, that's why they're not saying anything. I don't know why the sound would all of a sudden go bye-bye, though.
Oh, yeah, everyone else is good. It's just Teresa.
Changing down to my...
Yeah, we got the machine gun running now.
Last part. Alright. Boxing the corners time. Yes, my zipper is open. Yes, it is. Oh, let's trim away some of this extra first because it will annoy me if I don't.
It's interesting. A butterfly just flew around at the window there. Which is weird because it's super windy out.
So I'm just trimming away all of my excess seam allowance all the way around the whole bag, except for where I have my opening for the flip the bag around.
Goodness, Paula, you are making me more hungry than I already am. You guys are always talking about food. Killing me.
It's because we quilt and eat. That's our thing. We need a
Killing
shirt
me.
that says all we do is quilt and eat. Nothing about cooking, we just eat. You know? 'Cause I
It's
don't
okay,
cook.
honey.
I just
It's
quilt
okay. I
and
love you
eat.
either way, even if you don't cook.
Come on.
When you make them enchiladas, it's worth it.
I make food sometimes. Breakfast for dinner is my main thing. Okay. Everything has been trimmed down except for this bottom area, and all I'm going to do is cut away
DB asks, how much seam allowance do you leave?
about like a 1/4 of an inch-ish. Probably a little bit less than a 1/4 of an inch, but about a 1/4 of an inch. Alright, let's box the corners now.
You guys are all making me so hungry. You're just being terrible here.
Be nice if I can open it up. There we go. So nest those corners. Yeah, this is a wide bottom bag. At least 6.5 inches. So I'm going to nest these seams at the corner. I fold them both in the same direction. And what I mean by that is when I box the corners, the bottom, both the bottom seams are going this way, and then both these bottom seams are actually going to go towards the right. So this bottom seam right here is going to get pushed towards the right instead. That way when I put the bottom of the bag together and push it in, it will lay a little bit nicer.
Oh, potato soup and garlic bread. My neighbor man loves to make potato soup, Kim. He's always giving me some.
With bacon.
Yep, he always puts a lot of bacon in his. He's a bacon-holic. That man probably eats at least 1 pack of bacon a day by himself.
I would too, though, if I didn't have such belly problems every single day. So I'm nesting my side seams as well. I don't know if you can tell that by the camera, but I'm trying to make sure that these are nicely together, hooked up. Now I'm going to stitch 1/2 inch on the bottom, and this part on these sides will get the 5/8 inch. So I'm just going to push it all out of the way, and I do a lot of back stitching throughout the whole thing, just to make sure. Let's push this one.
I guess that works, Teresa.
What?
She put her cell phone on to here and using the computer to watch.
Right, now let's sew these ones, and then we'll trim away all the excess. Side.
Lisa, that sounds good. I used to make broccoli soup.
Broccoli soup is good, but
I make broccoli cheese soup.
broccoli
Lots and lots
soup
of cheese.
gives gas, and I don't want any more gas than I already have,
She makes a broccoli potato soup is what she's talking
which is
about.
10 times more gassier. I can't get this to stay flat.
I used to make a broccoli cheese soup. I haven't made it either. Lots and lots of cheese. That's the key.
Alright. Whoa, chair. Almost fell over. Doesn't like to roll very well on the carpet. Alright, trim my seam down. Trim my outer seam down. This is gonna be like a box bag almost. It's so square almost. Like it's really close to being like a super square bag. It's actually kind of cool though. We'll see what it looks like. If it's not liked, I'll do it all over again. Alright, we're gonna reach my hand in. As always, I pull the bottom of the bag into the lining first because it's easier for me. Let's make sure that zipper is all the way open now.
Look at that sucker. That's a nifty looking bag.
It's gonna be a
It's
gonna be a square bag.
I
We're gonna
can't
see
wait
right
to
now.
see it.
It's gonna be a square bag. I can just tell. Just by the feel of it. Alright, now that it's in the lining, now I can go ahead and pull it the rest of the way through. Didn't leave myself quite a big enough opening.
Could you actually cut the opening up more?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm just
sewing.
asking. Oh, there you go, Katrina. She says cheddar broccoli's her favorite.
Maybe I should do it down here. You guys can't see it.
It'd be a surprise. Ta-da!
This is what my square bag looks like, because this is what exactly what it's going to be, is a square.
That's okay. I'm sure they will love it.
I'm just hoping that the person that has me making it will like this one, or if I'm going to have to do it all over again. We will see.
I have no clue what the world that is, Lisa. You just spoke Chinese to me. Zappa Toscano is what she said.
Never heard of it. Alright, this is going to be secret. I'll just pull it up when it's together. Stick my hands in the hole, you can't see nothing. Can't see it.
It's a surprise!
It is a square bag. It's a square. I just made a square, obviously, because it was 8 across and then the 4 down in the middle.
It's
It's
Zupa
a square.
Toscano. Okay.
And it has really tiny zipper tabs that I might not be able to push. Get out. Oh. It's like I'm trying to take a dump sitting here. Get out.
Okay. Okay, TMI. Too much info.
Come on, you stupid thing. Get out.
Lisa says fat thumb.
It's actually my fingernail that I'm using to push it.
Do you need me to help you in
Nope.
any way, shape, or form? Or that?
Okay. Yep, this is a square bag. It's kind of cool though.
Heather's giving you laughy faces.
I'm allowed to be silly. After all, I feel like it. I feel like dump. Okay. Let's close it. Ready for my wonderful square bag?
The reveal. Yes, we're all ready for the reveal. Come on, Vanna.
Bam!
Whoa. That's cute. It's big, too.
It's a big, look at that.
I didn't think it was going to be that big.
That is a big square bag.
Awesome.
I can't get these zipper tabs out though. Oh well, they're just gonna have to stay just like that because that's just the way they're gonna have to stay. So there we have it. How's that nice? I'm not sewing the center yet. I'm just gonna show you guys. Front pocket. Bam.
Laura
It's a
says
zipper
nice.
pocket.
Lisa says drum roll. Zella says love it.
Then
Jim
obviously
says we like silly Tiffany. Everybody does.
the back. I
Vicky
love that
says
the
pretty.
rivets are the color that they are. And I'll have to go through and thread pick this whole thing. And then
Carol
you
says
open
beautiful.
it and look at this big square bag. So when you open it, there is a zipper pocket, obviously landed on the back side where we wanted it because we don't want both zipper pockets on one wall. And the inside of that zipper is obviously the same as the accent color of the outside of the bag and the other zipper. And then
That's good, Teresa.
turn it around.
Hi, Kip.
So much thread
Kip says
everywhere.
it's beautiful. Jim says awesome.
Has the slip pocket
Kim says, oh my, Tiff.
right here with the pen pocket that my middle finger is going into. So I'm sticking my finger in the hole right there. Oh yeah, there it is.
My spiritual
Sorry.
wings says beautiful.
Any gutter heads out there know what I was doing right there.
Anna Marie says pretty. Hi, Anna Marie.
So you guys all know I
Anne Marie,
get really,
sorry.
really
Anne
weird
Marie.
when I'm super tired. It's not my fault. I don't know how to control it. Alright, so let's pull this out and seal it off. And it'll be 100%.
Teresa says very
done.
nice bag. Kim says it's awesome.
I'm going to put it to the throw a bunch of stuff in it test though in a minute. Just to see, because it is kind of open and square. Unlike most of my other bags, they're more rectangle at the bottom. This is a lot squarer. I seal the whole entire bottom, not just the opening. I go from one side to the other. Alright.
Sinead says very pretty.
Alright, for testing purposes. Heavy stuff.
Hammer. Put the hammer on.
So you want to go kill your husband, ladies? Here you go. Put your hammer in your bag. Get on the go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the hold. See, now you know why I use foam. Look at that. There's so much in here, and it is a little on the heavy side. And it fits up on the arm. Look at that. Perfectly. Look at that.
Voila.
And it's filled heavy duty. Now get over here, husband.
All you have to do is poison me. I eat everything and anything.
Alright. So there we have it.
I eat all the time.
Client bag done. I'm pretty sure you'll be 100% okay with that after that heavy test right there.
Zilla says you do great work.
And then all I can do
DB
is
says it
de-thread
turned out
it.
much bigger than I expected. It's so
Yeah,
pretty.
it
That is
is.
big. That is huge.
7.5 by, what's the opposite? It's 7.5 by 7.5 at the bottom. That's opposite of my other bags because they're all rectangular. By
Heather says nice.
9.5 inches tall. There we go. So it's a big, nice, square 7.5 inch square bottom. And it
Linda
fits
says
lots
very
of
nice.
stuff.
Was that for a client?
Yes, this is a client bag. Look at all that space in there. That's like the biggest. Look at that. So much room in there. Oh, hey, I didn't check my seams. Not good. 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 Surprisingly. Surprisingly. Only one not good one. Yes.
Okay. She hasn't come on.
Okay.
Or
There
else
we
she
have
would
it.
say.
Look at that.
So Ann, you're not on here, are you? What about your name label?
It's on here. Right there. On the
Oh.
inside. Right above
Katrina's
the slip.
asking.
Right above the slip pocket. There it is. Done. Beautiful bag. Done by
That
me.
is very beautiful.
Took a while, but I did it.
You did an
And
amazing job.
I'm gonna remember next time if I make a bag this big that this zipper tab needs to be bigger to make up for the fact that this is a quite square bag, you know?
Jim says you can fit your head in there.
But you know what?
You could. It's bad.
And this is how we'll say goodbye.
Mary Jane says very nice. Hi, Mary Jane.
It could fit a bowling ball in here.
Yes, you could.
This could be a bowling. I wonder how if it would hold it. It should. It would hold it really nicely. All right, guys. Whew. Don't put your heads in bags, you know, because then you can't breathe.
When I was a kid, most women had huge purses. My mom had a monster of a purse.
Anyway.
She kept everything but the kitchen sink in it, so you know, some women like big purse.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching me make this patchwork bag for a client. And when the client contacts me, because they know who they are that wanted a patchwork bag, then I will let you know that if it's sent off to that person, and they'll probably share pictures in the group because it's one of you people out there.
Yeah, she's not on here. Too bad.
All right, guys. So I'll see you next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your quilty friends, and comment if you've watched the replay.
Bye everyone. I love the funny face.